Super Rugby Dream Team for round number 5. So many good players this week. I pretty much narrowed it down to winning teams. Probably did overlook some of the guys from some of the losing teams, but I will do a couple of honourable mentions at the end as well. But yeah, this has definitely been one of the hardest weeks where you could essentially pick a full second team and it'll probably be just as good as the first. But anyway, I've gone through and picked some guys, fantasy style team, and all that jazz. You guys can let me know your guys as well. Props. I've gone with two guys from the Waratahs. I've gone with Angus Bell and I've gone with Harry Johnson Holmes. Kind of different reasons as to why these guys get picked. Angus Bell, only like 19 years old. Devastating game, man. Wait till his... Remember, this guy's a prop. A 19-year-old prop. He scores a try. 5 runs for 52 meters. I don't know that any other props even got past double digits this week. Certainly nobody got 20, but 52. He was rampaging. 2 clean breaks. This guy's a prop. 5 defenders beaten, 2 passes, 9 out of 10 tackles. How did he prop the scrum? Pretty good. I don't think he was all that dominant, but man, overall, what a game from the big young man. And Harry Johnson Holmes, more prop-like in terms of his overall performance. 3 runs, 4 meters. That's more what you expect. Beat a defender. 13 out of 13 tackles, which is the most for any starting prop this week. I think it must be props overall. 13 out of 13 tackles. Great work ethic, which helped the Tars get their first win. He did concede 2 penalties as the only black mark on his performance. Hooker. I've gone with Julian Montoya from the Juarez. In a week where lineouts for many teams were not going very smoothly, the Juarez had a 100% record at lineout time, thanks largely to his throwing and the work of his receivers. 6 runs, 14 meters. Beat a defender, had 2 passes, 4 from 4 tackles, and was a big-time threat at the breakdown, as he is kind of tended to be of late. So, very good effort from him. Helped by this man, Guido Petty, also from the Juarez. He scored a try, and that was the end of a thing of beauty. 7 runs, 28 meters, had a clean break, which was his try. 2 defenders beaten, 2 passes, 8 from 8 tackles, won 4 lineouts. I think they only had like 11, and he won 4 of them, and also had a lineout steal. So the guy just did a bit of everything. Scored, ran, tackled, lineout. Just a stellar effort from him. Matt Phillip from the Rebels also put in a very good shift that you'd have to think if he keeps up like that, he'll surely be in green and gold at some point later on. I think has he been capped or has he been in the squad at least, but never really made himself a regular. 9 runs, 31 meters, which again for a lock is very good return. He's always been that kind of dynamic guy with ball in hand, I guess similar to Petty. In that, you know, when he's got the ball, Retallick style as well, dangerous ball carrier. 2 clean breaks, 2 passes, an offload, 9 from 9 tackles, 6 line-out wins, and 2 line-out steals. That's what I mentioned about teams giving other teams a lot of problems at line-out time. So he was also a big part of that and that win they had down there in Dunedin. Next, and from the Sharks, I got a loose forward. Almost dropped him and just rubbed half his name off. That's an O. Dylan Richardson. He's only another guy who's in the S. He's another young guy who's having a pretty good bit of potential, you'd say. He scored a try, had 9 runs for 7 meters, which is not all that phenomenal. He had a clean break, which is funny because he only got 7 meters. It must have been quite the short break. 3 defenders beaten, 2 passes. 22 out of 23 tackles. 22 out of 23. He's number 1 this week for tackles. I think by a mile. I think the next best was in the teens. Great shift. Great work rate. And on top of that, also got 2 turnovers. So absolute defensive monster. Plus put a try on there as a kind of cherry on top. So great effort from him. I got a Blues player. I got Hoskins Tutu. He's the guy keeping Akira Ioane out of the squad. He's another guy who's relatively young. 10 runs for 61 meters, which again, he just racks up the meters. He's getting lots this year. He had a clean break. He beat 6 defenders, which this week is the most by any forward. Some of the backs had more, but for any forward, he is the number one guy for busting tackles. He had 4 passes, 4 from 4 tackles, and also a line-out win. So, very good effort. And finally, I've gone with Michael Hooper from the Waratahs. He put in a bit of a captain's knock, even though he's not the captain anymore. Interesting when you read his numbers, because he's got a try assist. And there's a bin coming down my driveway. Haven't seen one of those in a while. A try assist, 6 runs for 10 meters for him is relatively low. He had 2 clean breaks, even though he only got 10 meters. Beat a defender, had an offload. 16 out of 17 tackles. You expect him to make a lot of tackles, and his tackle rate is usually a bit lower because he goes for so many, even ones that he's only kind of 50-50, that he often gets an arm on someone to slow them down, and then they end up breaking through. So it counts as a missed tackle for him, but at least maybe he'll let somebody else make the tackle. He got 2 turnovers. His work at the breakdown is pretty well regarded. Maybe not so much as like David Pocock, but he's still regarded as one of the best breakdown operators out there. But key stat for him, 15 passes. 15. Harrison, who's their 10, made 18. So they're doing some funky stuff there at the Waratahs, man. Hooper is your second playmaker. I think Beal had a few as well, but yeah, just thought that was an interesting stat as I was kind of going through the guys. So that's the forwards. That's the closest I think I've ever had to a kind of normal looking lineup. I think didn't overload with number 8s or anything this week, but yeah. Anyway, get on to the backs. I've gone with TJ Perenara. It could have been a few guys this week, and he maybe had it a bit easier than some of the other guys, to be fair, because the Sunwolves were not in good form. But he still managed the try and a try assist, even though they got 10 tries, so he had a part in 2 of them. 7 runs, 35 meters. He only kicked twice, which I guess maybe symbolizes how the game was being played in terms of being quite a running game. 3 clean breaks, 3 defenders beaten. 35 passes, so yeah, again, he's tossing it around a bit more than kicking it, and he only made 1 out of 2 tackles, so solid effort all around. You could argue a few other guys this week, but I chucked in one of the Canes guys on the back of that performance. I was about to go to another Canes guy, but I'm not there yet. Fly half, I've gone with the Blues guy. Otere Black. Controlled the game in Cape Town to win for the Blues. The second half, from memory, there weren't any tries scored. The Blues just kind of racked up the penalties. He ended up with 3 conversions and 4 penalty goals, which is 100% goal kicking, which for the Blues is virtually a miracle. That never happens. We're like a 60% goal kicking team if we're lucky, and pressure kicks we never get. He got him. He had 5 runs, 11 meters, beat a defender, 20 passes, overall distributed. Kicked well from hand as well, so played an overall pretty solid game. Bowden Barrett's still on the horizon, but I think Black is definitely the guy to go at 10 for the Blues. Not just for his goal kicking, but his goal kicking was pretty good, and you expect that from whoever's got those boots on to do that job. I mentioned another Hurricanes player. I was talking about this guy, Vince Aso. Man, he might be the player of the week, I think. Possibly. 1 try. 4 try assists. Who gets 4 try assists? He's half the tries. He had a hand in directly. 11 runs, 120 run meters, beat 7 defenders, had 6 clean breaks, 15 passes, 2 offloads. Again, 15 passes from a guy in the midfield, and 1 from 1 tackle. So 100% not called upon much to do things defensively, but man, he was in barnstorming form. So great stuff for the Hurricanes to see. Another guy who's been in great form all season is this guy, Lukanyo He looked good again. He got a try. He had 8 runs for 88 meters, which is, again, a very good return. Had a clean break. Had a defender beaten. 6 passes, 3 out of 4 tackles. The guy is, again, just looking the business. Him and Esterhazen are one heck of a midfield. And yeah, I remember, was it last year? Every now and again I'd pick him and people would say, nah, you shouldn't pick him. Nobody says that anymore, man. Not since that World Cup campaign. That guy has been class for a long time, and I feel like he's finally starting to get some of the kind of respect he deserves. Outside backs, Cobus van Fake, a new Hurricanes player in his debut, scores 3 tries. Pretty good debut. 9 runs, 72 meters, 3 clean breaks, 4 defenders beaten, 4 passes, and 4 from 6 tackles. And arguably, you could say he wasn't even the best winger on that Canes team. You could say it was Lamb. Lamb was also in blockbusting form too. Tia was also playing well for the Canes. I might have to limit the number of the guys if you played the Sunwolves. Cap it at like 3 or something. How many did I pick? 1, 2, 3? Maybe I did cap it at 3. There you go. 2 tries, a try assist, a conversion. He even kicked the conversion at the end. 9 runs, 79 meters. Remember, he was filling in for Geordie Barrett. Not a bad effort. 4 clean breaks, 5 defenders beaten, an offload, 14 passes, 2 from 2 tackles. That guy. I think if Geordie Barrett's not in that, he probably starts in most teams to chase Tia, but he seems to be down the pecking order at the Canes, which is testament to the depth they've got, because the guy is electric. And lastly, I probably should have more of these guys on here, but this guy, Andrew Callaway, 2 tries, and they were phenomenal, both of them. He's got some wheels. I thought for sure he was going to get chased down when he had those 2 long runs, but both times he made it. He is proper quick. He doesn't look that quick, but he is quick. 2 tries, 7 runs, 158 run meters. 2 of them were kind of linked to the field tries, so that's most of his meters right there. 5 passes, 3 clean breaks, 4 defenders beaten, an offload, 2 from 4 tackles is not the best, but hey, man. Helped win the Rebels that game. Great effort from him. Other notable guys, Sikumbuza was fantastic again. Easily chuck him in here, and I've got no problems with it. Speckman for the Bulls in a game that was sometimes lacking a bit of attacking punch for the Bulls. He looks like your guy. He went very close himself, beat like half of the team, but just couldn't quite manage to convert. Boffelli for the Jaguares, I think he had like 2 tries and a try assist. How he is not on the board, big as belief. I probably could have had him ahead of maybe Van Fake, but he scored a hat-trick, so it's hard to leave him out. Harrison for the Tars, apart from his goal kicking, I thought was very solid. Hiron Andrews from the Sharks, Ben Lamb, like I mentioned, Joe Marchant for the Blues. List goes on. Even Stolberg for the Sunwolves was pretty solid. So, yeah. Reds players. Which of the Reds players were good? James O'Connor's looking alright at 10. Anyway, that's the 15. As always, you guys let me know your thoughts. Who else would you have had? If you put in Ben Lamb, you got to get one of these 2 guys going. You can't have 3 Hurricanes in the back 3 against Sunwolves. Come on. But he did look like he should be an All Black when he was playing like that. It's hard to judge because that Sunwolves game was such a blowout. But anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts. Drop the video a like if you would care to do me a favor. I would appreciate it. Also, I've got a Patreon page where more stuff goes up. If you're ever interested in supporting, I'll put a link somewhere. Anyway, guys, cheers, and I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.